lunch. So they don't have it. But, everybody's been good. The health department switched over last year. Right. So what did they start that?
Barkley.
Present.
Beck.
Present.
Barry.
Present.
Heller.
Present.
Kessel.
Here.
Coomer.
Here.
McCollum.
Here.
Murphy.
Here.
Platt.
Present.
Sloan.
Present.
Southwood.
Present.
Spangler.
Present.
Thompson.
Present.
Widger.
Here.
Williams.
Here.
Quorum present.
All right, we'll stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Member Platt, would you pray for us?
Dear Lord, we thank you for the opportunity to come together to do the county's business and to help all our citizens. We ask your guidance and wisdom in the decisions that we would make. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Okay, we have the minutes from the regular session on the January 10th meeting. We have a motion to
Make a motion.
them. Moved by McCollum, second by Barry. Roll call.
Platt.
Yes.
Sloan.
Yes.
Southwood.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Widger.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Barkley.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
McCollum.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, then we have the minutes from the special session on January 31st. Do I have a motion to approve them?
So moved.
Moved by Beck, second by McCollum. Roll call.
Sloan.
Yes.
Southwood.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Widger.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Barkley.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
McCollum.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Platt.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, do we have any changes to the agenda? If not, I'll take a motion to approve the agenda. Moved by Kessel, second by Thompson. Roll call.
Southwood.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Widger.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Barkley.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
McCollum.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Platt.
Yes.
And Sloan.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, moving on. Do we have any announcements, communications, correspondence? See none. Move on to proclamations. We have a disaster proclamation. Does anybody want this read? We should all about have it memorized by now.
Make a motion to approve.
Moved by Kessel to approve, seconded by Thompson. Roll call.
Kessel and Thompson.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Widger.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Barkley.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
McCollum.
Yes.
Murphy.
Yes.
Platt.
Yes.
Sloan.
Yes.
Southwood.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next we have a resolution honoring Steve Hines for 30 years working in the coroner's office and 23 years as coroner, correct?
Correct.
So do I have a motion to approve that? Moved by Coomer, seconded by Kessel. Roll call. Or let's see, do you want to read that
Read it.
first? Yes. Thank you.
Whereas Stephen Hines, Fulton County Coroner, will retire after 30 years of service to the residents of Fulton County. And whereas Stephen Hines has devoted himself to the work of the Fulton County Coroner's Office, first as Deputy Coroner for 7 years and since his appointment on January 11, 2000 by Fulton County Board Chairman Bernard Oakes as Fulton County Coroner. And whereas Stephen Hines has fulfilled his duties to the best of his abilities and exhibited uncommon sympathy and compassion for those his office came into contact with. And whereas it is appropriate to recognize Steve Hines for his dedication to the citizens of Fulton County as evidenced by his service in the coroner's office and all of the other good works he has done. And now therefore be it resolved by the Fulton County Board that this board go on record in recognition of the work of Stephen Hines in advancing the interest of his community and its safety and protection. Be it further resolved that this resolution be recorded in the permanent files of the Fulton County Board, adopted this 14th day of February, AD 2023.
So moved. To approve.
Okay. Okay, roll call.
Who you have?
We had Kessel and Thompson, I think. Or no, Coomer and Kessel.
Coomer and Kessel. Coomer was the first, Kessel was the second.
Thompson,
Yes.
Widger,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Barkley,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Heller,
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood,
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right. You come on up here, Steve.
You're in the back.
Thank you so much for everything you've done serving Fulton County. Appreciate it.
Speech? Yeah, just take an opportunity just to thank the board and the county boards, past and present. We've been through a lot of different members over my career here in Fulton County, and I've appreciated everything that everybody's always done for me. It's been a lot of trying times, a lot of good times, and I like to think that I made a little bit of difference in the county, in some of the families' lives who've been going through the most difficult portion of their lives. Most importantly, though, I want to thank my family, my son Sam, for helping me get through with different things, and he was deputy coroner, also giving me a little free time here and there every once in a while. But most importantly, my wife Tish, all the missed Christmases, all the missed dinners, the missed events. Valentine's Day. It's romantic. I think she's the true unsung hero, because of this is a way of life, and this is just I've lived my life for the last 30 years, and she's a huge part of supporting me and getting through all this. So make sure she gets a big thank you out of it too. So thank you. This is about the history right
All right. Well, thank you again, Steve. Really appreciate it. Moving on, our next item then is appointment of Austin Rhodes as the new Fulton County coroner. Do I have a motion? Moved by Kessel, seconded by Beck. You want to read that one too, Patrick?
Yes, sir.
Whereas Fulton County Coroner Stephen Hines is retiring after 30 years of service, and whereas 55 ILCS 5-3-3039 provides as follows. whenever a vacancy occurs in the office of coroner, that vacancy shall be filled as provided in the election code. And whereas the Fulton County Board declares that there is a vacancy in the position of Fulton County Coroner due to the retirement of Fulton County Coroner Stephen Hines, and whereas 10 ILCS 525-11 provides as follows: when a vacancy occurs in any elective county office in a county which is not a home rule unit, the county board shall declare that such vacancy exists. The notification thereof shall be given to the county central committee or the appropriate county board district committee of each established political party with 3 days of the occurrence of the vacancy. The vacancy shall be filled within 60 days by appointment of the chairman of the county board with the advice and consent of the county board. The appointee shall be a member of the same political party as the person he succeeds was at the time of his election and shall be otherwise eligible to serve. And whereas notice has been provided to the county central committees of each established political party within 3 days of the notice of retirement of Fulton County Coroner Stephen Hines, and whereas Stephen Hines was at the time of his election a member of the Democratic Party, and whereas the Central Committee for the Fulton County Democratic Party has recommended that Austin Rhodes, a Democrat, a person of the same political party as is Fulton County Coroner Stephen Hines, be appointed to this vacancy. And whereas it is the recommendation of the Fulton County Board Chairman that Austin Rhodes be appointed Fulton County Coroner to fill the vacancy created by the retirement of Fulton County Coroner Stephen Hines with the advice and consent of the Fulton County Board. Now therefore be it resolved that Austin Rhodes is appointed Fulton County Coroner to fill the vacancy created by the retirement of Fulton County Coroner Stephen Hines. Adopted this 14th day of February, AD 2023.
All right. Roll call.
Widger,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Barkley,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Eller,
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Congratulations, Mr. Rhodes. Thank you for stepping up, and we look forward to working with you.
I'll do this.
Hey, you need to get.
We'll need to follow the same standards that Stephen's talking about. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
You may give me the oath.
Sure.
One of us.
We'll just, I'm gonna swear at you for a little bit. We'll just handle the paperwork at the office.
Okay.
Okay? So, raise your right hand, say aye,
I,
state your name,
Austin Rhodes,
and repeat after me. Do solemnly swear
I, Austin Rhodes, so do solemnly swear
to support the Constitution of the United States
to support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
and that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties
the duties
of Fulton County Coroner
of Fulton County Coroner
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability,
So help me God.
so help me God.
Congratulations.
All right, very good. Moving on. Consent agenda. Everyone had a chance to look at that. Any questions, discussion, or thoughts? I'll take a motion to approve the consent agenda. Moved by Thompson. Is there a second? Second by Southwood. Any discussion? Roll call.
All right. Williams,
Yes.
Barkley,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Eller,
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yeah.
Murphy,
Yes.
Platt,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Widger.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Action agenda. Madam Treasurer, do you have a report for us?
Good evening, everyone. Happy Valentine's Day.
Thank you. Same to you.
Okay. Starting off, just quick highlight on County Gen, reviewing the month of January. For revenue, we had $1,379,441.93. Expenses totaled $1,346,520.53. That created a surplus of $32,921.40. We currently, 2 months into the fiscal year, are running a surplus of a little over $418,000. Any questions on County Gen? Wonderful. Moving on, once again, there is the fund balance report. It's a 4-pager that condenses down these trees. So I encourage you, if anything that you're looking at with financials, if you're wanting to know the health and wellness of a particular fund, this 4-pager is a very good resource for you, or you're more than welcome to call me, email me, come into my office. I am available the majority of the time to answer any of your questions or concerns. The last page is the fund balance in terms of what we have in the accounts, what assets are under management for Fulton County. I am happy to report that that number, wait for it, is a little over 43 million. So again, any questions on any of the financials, please do not hesitate and reach out. All of the resources are here, but if you need more, I can provide more. Moving on, our audit. I know I'm going to keep talking about the audit, and we're going to keep working on the audit, and more than likely, the audit will be for you to vote on in May. It's not looking very promising that they will be able to have the draft done in plenty of time for you to vote on it in April. I want you all to receive the financial statements. There's over 100 pages. It's glorious reading. And I want to make sure you all have plenty of time to review it before you take action on it. So you will more than likely receive it sometime the end of April is our tentative deadline for the draft. And then you'll take action and vote on it in May. And one of the auditors will be here in person, so you can ask those questions. Just real quickly, while we're on the topic of audit, Patrick and I received the work comp. The gentleman was in my office a little over a week ago doing the actual audit in my office. We have the results. We'll comb through everything, make sure all of the employees got categorized in the right work comp bucket, because that equates to what we pay and what we are charged per premium. So work comp audit is working on the OPEB audit, the other post-employment benefits audit. That is one that once we do have the draft, the auditors and I are both reviewing that. I will provide it to the finance committee, and in time, it will come to you as well. It is extensive, it's a lot, it's millions of dollars, it's quite a bit to absorb. So without taking time tonight, I want you to have the draft part of it, I want you to read through it, and then we'll address any questions or concerns that you have at that time, that is what those benefits are post-employment that Fulton County offers to retirees and what that means. And it is an actuarial audit, which is a painful word, and it's a painful read. So I look forward to providing the draft report for you as well. So any questions on anything else? Okay, thank you for your time.
Thank you. All right, moving on, community development zoning and 200th anniversary.
So there is a public hearing Wednesday, March 1st at 6 p.m. at the Fulton County Farm Bureau office for a South Fulton solar project with Leeward Energy. So if anyone's interested in coming to that public hearing and hearing about that project, the group presented to our meeting last week, but there'll be a public hearing on March 1st. We are working on 200th anniversary plans. Our goal is to have sort of one big event in late summer, early fall, and then maybe try to do some smaller things in between. So hopefully my plan is next month we'll have a better report, and we'll be coming to you with a budget request as well for that plan. Questions? Thank you.
All right, thank you. County Highway.
Basically, it's the same story as last time. We've been blessed with good weather, so it's helped us out. We've been working on tree lines. We've been working on gravel. One thing that's came to the attention is we have abundance of salt, as we have not needed it. So we are going to store that at Fairview's plot and have it covered for next year. So hopefully that'll help out next year. That's it. Any questions?
All right. Thank you. Health. Number 5.
The only thing Health is working on with Clayburg is a survey of area businesses that have RNs and what they pay so that we can study the comparison between what Clayburg's paying for RNs and the going rate so that they can attract more RNs and not have to use the staffing agencies. So that will be reported back and then we'll probably take some action on that. But nothing else at this time, unless there's questions.
Okay, thank you. Finance, insurance, P&L.
Good evening. First item on the agenda is the amendment to the rules of order. It was requested last month that it be installed in the board packet and strike through mode. That was done. At this moment, I would make a motion to approve the amended rules of order for 2022-2024.
Okay, moved by Thompson, seconded by Beck. To amend the rules of order 22-24. Did you get that, Mr. Clerk?
Thompson, got it.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Barclay.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Coomer.
Yes.
McCollum.
Yes.
Murphy.
No.
Platt.
Yes.
Sloan.
Yes.
Southwood.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Widger. And Williams.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Okay, next is an amendment to bereavement leave policy. It was amended due to Public Act 102-1050. Actually, there's an extra zero in there. But also in strike-through mode in your board packet, I will move to accept the amendment to the bereavement leave policy.
Moved by Thompson. Is there a second? Second by McCollum. Discussion? Williams?
Is the bereavement
Or Murphy, I'm
policy,
sorry.
is the bereavement policy in the bargaining agreement?
No.
It's not in the union bargaining agreement? The bereavement policy.
The bereavement, they do have a section in the union contracts for bereavement leave.
Yeah.
It does not currently follow policy,
Follow what policy?
this
This one.
policy.
Union contracts are union contracts. They don't follow
They don't
policy.
follow
They don't follow
that.
anything.
This is correct. Is there a specific question, Joe?
No, I'm just wondering, is it in the union bargaining agreement? Are we breaking a contract? I don't know.
The union has their own section within their contract that refers to bereavement policy, or that describes union bereavement leave.
Right.
This policy is a policy that was written for all non-contract bargaining unit employees.
I don't see that in here.
Well, it would have to be
Well-
that because the union place would go by there.
Yes,
Well, sure.
the union,
This would go by this one.
this policy is installed within our personnel manual, which governs non-union personnel.
Yeah, I just don't see it say non-union personnel.
Well, that's because the union contract says, Let's see, I'm not sure how to explain
I
that.
mean, this is a problem. The union representative's not here tonight.
This doesn't cover them. They already have an agreement. They already have an agreement. This doesn't have anything to do with it.
Exactly.
I understand, but it just doesn't really say that in the wording.
But
It's
the law
policy.
says we can't just overrule it.
It is a policy for non-union employees, it's all within our personnel manual. Union contracts always follows the union contract. And this is not a union contract.
Okay, any other discussion?
Is it possible to put in this thing that it's for non-union employees?
It's not unnecessary because the union employees follow the union contract.
This is an excerpt from the larger policy.
I'm sorry, what?
This is an excerpt from the larger personnel manual.
This is a piece of the personnel manual.
So it's the same has changed.
It has changed. If you look in there are strike-throughs and there are underlined words were added, and they were added per the public act to change definitions.
That's not it.
Okay, any other questions? All right, roll call.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Platt.
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Widger,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
and Barclay.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right, next we have the Spyglass agreement. Clerk O'Brien sent me an agreement with Spyglass. Let's see, I'll try to make this short. They will audit our telephone bills, internet, wireless, and if they come up with errors, we will share in the cost of those errors being recovered. We did do this back in 2015 and they found $6,000 in savings for us.
They actually found
22.
22,000, but there's circumstances that did not allow Fulton County to take advantage of the whole savings, such as going to the end of it. You know, if a contract was due up, you know, you wouldn't want to sign a new contract if you didn't want to go with that company.
Yeah.
For example.
So once they audit the records, they will present it to us and we can accept the savings that they are offering us and we'll pay them a portion of those savings, or we have the option to not do anything that they recommend, and then there will be no cost to the county. So, did that agreement get, the amended agreement get put in the packet? The only thing I'm gonna say is in this agreement, there is item 3 says payment is within 10 days, and that has been amended to 30 days. That got into the finance packet, but we're not positive that got put into full board. So,
How much was the benefit of us in 15?
What's that?
How much of a benefit did we get in 15? You're saying 22,000, but we didn't get it all.
We got 6,000. And then with their current structure, we would get $3,000. No, we don't pay nothing unless they find something. And then they find something in 8 out of 10 cases.
It's a good business to be in.
I
Sounds
didn't do that
like.
already?
Don't pay nothing.
Oh, I didn't.
I think so.
I moved to
We
it.
don't have a motion, do we?
Just look at this.
Did
I don't
make-
have a motion.
Yeah.
I didn't think so.
I moved to approve the
Hold
Spyglass
on.
agreement.
I'll second that.
Okay, moved by Thompson, seconded by Kessel. Discussion, McCollum?
Patrick, I had the same question in the finance meeting. If it's going forward, we gotta pay a portion of what they're doing going forward, right? Does that mean if we didn't accept what they, or let's say they said, if you do this, this, and this going forward, save this much money. We said, no, we're not gonna do it.
See, we ain't doing nothing, then we just get to keep our little
But
analysis.
what if then 6 months later, we decided to take one or two of those options? Could they come back at us for that? Does that freeze us from making a change?
We'd have to read the contract, but I didn't see that in there.
Okay.
Okay, any other discussion?
I mean, bottom line, it's gonna take a little bit of work from us. Just, getting them all the bills they need, but it's only gonna be a little bit of work because there's so many. So we're gonna audit, like Lisa said, wireless, internet, and landlines. We're gonna audit all of them.
But what we're trying to get you split 3,000 and 3,000. Is this gonna be for us and plus because it's costing you to find all these bills and stuff? We don't get these bills found for free.
Well, like I said, it's a little work, but it's all of the bills that are paid every month are in a folder. So I could tell you it's not gonna be $3,000 worth of work. It might take an hour. So whatever a grade 4 is per hour, $25 for $3,000.
Okay, any other discussion? Kumar?
I just have one question. If they find something and we split the cost, like you were saying, what we pay them, is that their salary or they're paid from us? Or do we owe them contractual labor on top of that?
It's just
Just that
split
half.
in the middle, 50%.
So whatever we pay them, that's their fee.
Yeah, there isn't anything else.
That's all I have.
We pay them based on what cost they can recover, 50% of whatever they can recover for us.
Right.
And if they find future savings for us, we would pay them 1 year. So if they found, $10 a month in savings going forward, then we would owe them $120 going that direction too.
Okay, any other discussion? Roll call.
Barry,
Yes.
Heller,
Yes.
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Widger, Williams,
Yes.
Barkley,
Yes.
and Beck.
Yes.
Motion carried.
Cyber liability. insurance?
Cyber liability, Patrick, I'll let you just roll with that one.
Let's go ahead and get a motion on it and then we'll open discussion.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I move to approve the cyber liability insurance.
Moved by Thompson, is there a second?
Second.
Second by McCollum. Okay, discussion.
I'll just go real quick. Cyber liability insurance is a mandatory coverage. It expired, or I wouldn't, yeah, we'll say it expired on February 12th. Our last year's cost was around $6,900. This year we had an $8,800 renewal if we had multi-factor authentication for our email. We do not have multi-factor authentication with our email. So therefore, our renewal was $14,000
Compared to 6 last year.
compared to 6 from last year, and then it would have been an $8,400 renewal this year. So when I've talked about we need to get on Microsoft Office for email, not only is it for added security, but it's also because the Microsoft Exchange that we're on right now is soon to become obsolete. And then this just happened to pop up, and this supports that case even more. Because with Office 365, you do have MFA. You do have the ability to, when you log in, that if it doesn't recognize your device, it'll send you a text message and say, is this you? Right now, with us hosting our own Microsoft Exchange on our own server, we don't have that. Did I look into third-party accounts? Yes. You're looking anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 to get a third-party MFA contract. So, 14,000 cyber liability. We have to have it. It's already went into effect, but I've left it open that if you guys don't want to do it, you vote it down. I'll call a key sweater. I'll say cancel it, and then we're back to the drawing board. But you guys trusted me to handle the liability insurance, so I made the call. If you don't like it, vote it down, and we'll go back to the drawing board. But it's just, it's just one of those things where, it definitely doubled. And it'd be one of those things if we keep investing in technology and cybersecurity and IT infrastructure, we're going to save money down the road in places we don't even know we're saving it, and we'll be more secure.
Okay, Coomer?
Just wanted to ask, when you was talking about our server doesn't handle the, we don't have the benefactor that you were referring to. What is that? Is that third party cost that you're referring to? Is that to upgrade ours?
No, that would be just to get a third party that would go to our 220 some emails, attach onto them, and add multi-factor authorization. To where if you invest in Microsoft Office, which is $8 a license per month, it's a little bit pricey, but then Microsoft Office has the multi-factor. If we were doing the third party, that's all we would be buying is MFA.
What would the upgrade to our server be if you had to upgrade it to where we would have that?
Well, one, it would be more expensive than going to Microsoft Office. Absolutely, because that would be an annual thing. Number two, Microsoft Exchange is going to be obsolete here soon.
Right.
So we have this third-party app that we keep, we could get it. I mean, if the board wants me to get it, I can go and get MFA and attack it to Exchange. And then in 2025, we're talking about, well, now we need new emails. And we wasted all this money on this third-party MFA company. So.
Castle?
The moral of the story is we need to get with 2023 to get a better email system. And we're getting dinged for it on our insurance right now because we're not where.
That sums it up.
Okay, just want to make sure I was understanding.
Heller?
How many licenses do we have?
We're in the middle of auditing that right now. So what we don't right now with our FultonCO.org, everybody has one. There's, say it's P. O'Brien at FultonCO.org, right? Well, there's been a lot of employees come and go in the 10 years since we went to FultonCO.org. Not all the time is that maintenance kept up. So I want to do an audit first to see how many users we actually have. Because I don't want to look at a spreadsheet that is printed out and says, okay, you have 240 email users. Well, some of the users are county clerk at FultonCO.org, or treasurer at FultonCO.org, or assessor at FultonCO.org. we don't need any of them because those people already have their email. So we're going through an audit to see how many licenses we actually need. Once we get that down, that I've got the cost down. It's gonna be $8 per license per month.
Well, even if it's 227 at 8, that's 21,000 a year. That's only 6,000 more than what the insurance costs. It fixes both problems.
Yeah. Yep. So for the first year, I believe I still have a little bit of money left that was allotted to me from ARPA. I asked for money for ARPA for website and what else? Get
it out there.
You're making me do it. The digitization of the county board minutes. So we ended up getting a really good deal on that. We got a really good deal on the elections website, and we still had enough money to pay for the new county website. So there still may be enough money left over to pay for the new emails out of that ARPA fund. So.
And then our insurance would go back down to.
There's potential for that, Jared. That's a good question. There's potential for that. Say 2 months down the road, we've migrated to Office 365. There is potential to go back and say, hey, now we're compliant, and we may get $2,000-$3,000 back, which isn't nothing to shake a stick at.
Can we cancel those somebody else insurance?
Same concept. Yeah. Yep. Good question though.
And this is a annual policy.
Yes. It's good through February 12th of 2020.
So we can get out of it at any time, or we can't? Once we're in it, we're locked into it?
I don't think so.
Say we fix the problem halfway through the year, but we're still locked into it?
I think we can, no, I think we can get out.
They should have to prorate it back.
Yep.
If anybody needs an extension more.
They'll like say we get it fixed by, April, then, they have to, like Jared said, prorate that rest of the premium, because we have to pay the full premium up front. Prorate that refund back to us, and then we go out and get the $8,000 one. So.
Okay, anything else? Roll call.
Heller.
For now, yes.
It's only one time.
Yeah, you only get one vote. Only one, you can get your name. Yes.
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 Coomer.
Yes.
McCall.
Yeah.
Murphy. Black.
Yes.
Sloan.
Yes.
Southwood.
Yes.
Spangler.
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Widger.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Barkley.
Yes.
Beck.
Yes.
Barry.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right.
Moving right along. I move to approve the ordinance for the open meeting multimedia.
Do I have a second? Moved by Thompson, seconded by Southwood. Discussion. You want to explain that a little bit, Lisa?
Well, I guess it really just defines Open Meetings Act and what can and can't happen with video taping, because we had so much fun the other night. We felt it was important that not only is the public aware of what the rules are, but that the county board is aware of what the rules are, so that we can maybe save some confusion in the future. And therefore, we have an ordinance.
Where's that at?
Questions?
Where's that at? I'm trying to find it.
Should be pretty close to the end, I believe.
I didn't see
No?
it. I didn't see it.
After Spyglass snapshot audit agreement.
Justin? Please do. Yes.
It's after the bereavement.
The Open Meetings Act allows people to audio and video record in these meetings. But it also says that the body holding the meeting to make reasonable rules regulating how that's done. The Open Meeting Act, in large part, if you have a problem with the way a public body is running a meeting, you kind of have two avenues to complain, to put it in terms. One is to go to court, or one is to file a complaint with the Attorney General's office. So the Attorney General's office, they give opinions on a lot of things, but their opinions on this are pretty important because one of their jobs is to figure out whether or not people have violated the Open Meetings Act or not. I found several published Attorney General opinions on things that are allowed and things that are not allowed. The things that are in this ordinance are things that they've pretty explicitly said are allowed. I may come back and suggest a tweak to this at some point. I found an informal Attorney General opinion. They have formal opinions and informal. Finding the informal ones on the internet are nearly impossible. You can find the formal ones. You can go to their webpage and look up the citation number and open it. I was finally able to get a hold of the Attorney General's open meetings section today and request one. The one I'm really interested in is one actually out of Tazewell County. The question came from Tazewell County. And this informal opinion said that Tazewell County could not require people to have like their cameras on tripods and stuff. But that's all I found. I just found this line that said, you cannot have cameras on tripods, which I thought was a little odd. I finally got a hold of them today. They are going to be sending me a copy of that informal opinion. I'm kind of curious. And one of my thoughts was, cordon off an area where they would be. The fact that they said you couldn't have it on a tripod, which to me was kind of putting it in the spot. I'm kind of curious what that full opinion says. So once I get that in the mail next day or two, it may confirm that we can't do that. It may expand on maybe what we can do, and I might tweak it. But I thought, like Lisa said, it was important that we put something down in writing. The statute says you could have rules. The big theme throughout all those opinions is liberal construction of people being able to record. And the rules have to be in furtherance of not disturbing the body when they're conducting the meeting, not being a disruption to the body. So that's basically how I came up with it. I thought it was judicious if someone's acting up to give them, to let them know they're out of line before we try to take action further. If anybody has any questions, I'd be happy to answer them, but that was kind of my thinking when I came up with this, so.
But with this ordinance, a person was here videoing, we can say you have to stay in a certain immediate area, correct?
We cannot.
Or we cannot.
It doesn't say that. That's what, I found the opinion from the Attorney General, and they said you can't require things to be on a tripod. So that gave me pause about saying we have to put them in one spot, because that's basically what putting it on a tripod is putting it in one spot. The Attorney General said tripods are no-go, because that's what Tazewell County tried. And like I said, this came out of an informal Attorney General opinion. I talked to the office today, and they're going to be mailing me a copy of that full opinion. And once I do that, there might be a recommended amendment. There may not be. I just thought it was important to get this in place, so at least we have some ground rules in place. We can always amend things or tweak things, so.
Williams?
Can we suggest, just like for years, he said over there, that's been his area, we've always I would consider that the media area. Say that we can't order it, but can we suggest that this is the media area? You're welcome. That's, I think, what we need to do. And then let push come to shove, I guess.
So
Cassie?
I would challenge whether our visitor was a journalist as they claimed it, or in the media. I mean, like citizen or otherwise. Okay.
Yeah, public.
You can have 50 people in your
They don't have to be a journalist, it can be a public person. But I think, like I said, if we just say, this is our media area, this is where you stay, just like with our committee meetings, when he was in everyone's face walking around, we should never let that happen. So.
Oh, it's disruptive.
Exactly.
He was trying to record private conversations.
Yeah.
Right.
Had nothing to do with the meeting.
Any other discussion?
Was anything ever brought to anybody's attention? Did the guy?
There's an hour and a half video online of us.
You look good,
Okay
Jim.
with it. And lots of emails and calls to people. There's
Yeah.
emails and phone numbers
What authority,
blasted on the video.
excuse me, what authority did he give to come to them
Member of the public, anybody can come.
and record?
Yep. Yeah, as long as he wasn't disrupting the meeting, which,
Well, I
The way he
think he
acted
was
outside
kind of
that
rude
question.
sometimes, though.
what's that?
He was kind of rude sometimes.
Kinda?
Yeah, yeah, kind of. I mean, he did, if we was sitting there, he'd go right between us. He wouldn't even say excuse me or nothing.
He was banging into people.
Banging into
He was
people.
down and banging into him.
Johnson where?
He made a couple
I
of
assaulted
remarks
him
to
when
me
he was
that
jaywalking, so.
If I wasn't an elected official, I might have taken a swing at him.
Yeah, I felt uncomfortable with him here. Very.
So,
No big deal.
any other discussion? Not change this. Roll call?
Kessel,
Yes.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum, Murphy,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood, Spangler,
Yes.
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Barclay,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Heller.
Yes.
Motion carries.
All right, one more.
One more, bond. Ordinance of bond abatement. This is a standard resolution we pass every year to abate the taxes for the bond. Oh, I'm sorry.
Moved by Thompson,
Moved by
second.
Thompson.
We have a second? Second by Platt. Any discussion? Anything else you want to add there?
Nope,
I have to read it.
you do.
I'll go fast though. An ordinance abating the tax heretofore levied for the year 2022 to pay debt service on the general obligation bonds, Series 2016 of the County of Fulton, Illinois. Whereas the County Board of the County of Fulton, Illinois, by an ordinance of the County Board adopted on the 15th day of November 2016, did provide for the issue of $1 million in general obligation bonds, alternate revenue source, Series 2016, and the levy of a direct annual tax sufficient to pay the principal of and interest on the bonds. And whereas a duly certified copy of the bond ordinance was filed in the office of the county clerk of the County of Fulton, Illinois, and whereas the bonds were issued by the county pursuant to the terms of the bond ordinance, and whereas the county board hereby determines that the pledged revenues will provide for the payment of principal of and interest on the bonds due in the next bond year, so as to enable the abatement of the pledged taxes levied for the same. And whereas it is necessary and in the best interest of the county that the tax heretofore levied for the year 2022 to pay the bonds be abated. Now therefore be it, and it is hereby resolved by the County Board of the County of Fulton, Illinois, as follows. The tax heretofore levied for the year 2022 in the ordinance is hereby abated in its entirety. Forthwith, upon the adoption of this ordinance, the county clerk shall file a certified copy hereof in the records of the county, and it shall be the duty of the county clerk to abate said tax levy for the year 2022 in accordance with the provisions hereof. The ordinance shall be in full force and effect forthwith upon its adoption.
Okay. Any discussion? All right, roll call.
Coomer,
Yes.
McCollum,
Yes.
Murphy,
Yes.
Black,
Yes.
Sloan,
Yes.
Southwood,
Yes.
Spangler,
Yes.
Thompson,
Yes.
Widger,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Barclay,
Yes.
Beck,
Yes.
Barry,
Yes.
Heller,
Yes.
Kessel.
Yes.
Motion carried.
All right. Property County Courts, Public Safety and Campground. Member Williams.
A couple quick things. Our plan is to meet next Tuesday at 10 a.m. to do a tour. Looks like the weather's supposed to be pretty decent then. So we're gonna meet at 10 a.m. at the parking lot over at Dollar General. Probably we'll go over to the Sheriff's Department, start there, then the courthouse, and Dollar General last. Furthering up on some stuff with the courthouse and this life study plan. After I left the meeting last week, thought about it. It was brought up that the insurance, all this is, we're worried about insurance. We don't have to pay to have a study done. I called our insurance carrier, Keysweather. He says that they're the ones on the hook. They will come and do a study on our courthouse using the study from 2000 and the last one done, I think 2009. They'll use that study to see what was corrected, but they won't charge us a dime. And like he said, they're the ones on the hook. It's not anybody else. If there's a problem here, they have to pay the insurance. So they're more than happy to send a team here to do our study and not cost us anything. So I think that would be the route to go. That's just my opinion. I guess I don't know if we need to discuss that further or not, but and I think we'll, yes, Lisa.
Okay, I'm not really sure how to ask this.
Ask away.
However, they, since they're our insurance company, if they find issues, could that put us in, at risk for insurance, driving our insurance beyond affordability?
They're gonna, if you do that life study, you think the insurance is not gonna get that?
Yeah, it's gonna do it either way.
So, and if we don't meet the insurance requirements, they say, hey, just because they did this, this is what you gotta follow. Ultimately, Bill Phillips' firm doesn't say, they don't lose anything. The insurance company is still lose if we have a problem. Right. They're the ones that have to pay out. So, and like I said, it's no cost to us.
And did you say the insurance company periodically does this anyway?
Yeah, they should. That's what
Yeah.
because they want to protect, I mean, it's not any different than the insurance agent coming to your home and saying, hey, your electrical's got a problem here. You know, we don't want to have a fire and we have to pay out. It's neglect.
Right.
So, I mean, that's, Phillips told us that he would look at going rate was around $120 an hour. He thought it'd be 35 to 40 hours. So that's $4,800 right there we're saving right on top. And that was his estimate, so.
Yeah, sounds like a good first step.
Can we do both? So we can compare? Because they're gonna be looking at it from different perspectives.
Then you gotta do it